in the New World preview. I think they gonna do another beta. There might be some events with access to just like content creators or just certain people. I think they're gonna do like another beta before the game comes out. I don't know, but I hope so. Yes, I wanna play this game again. Now, before I start, let me tell you, this is a game I recommend. It feels kind of fresh. I mean, it has its pros and cons, but I cannot just judge it because the game feels a little bit incomplete. Like you will have to just play it. Maybe if another beta comes out, you will have a chance to play it and then just make a judgment for yourself. But all in all, this is a game I recommend. There are some things, I mean, the core of the game is there. Even though the game is not finished, the core of the game is there, and that is very important because that's like 80% of the game basically. And you can decide whether you like the game or not, or if you think this is going to be a game that you can enjoy in the long run. And I can tell you that I'm going to enjoy playing it in the long run, just based on what I saw here in the preview. Of course, I'm hoping they fix a few things, add more content. Maybe new expansions will come out with different things. But for now, I've been really enjoying this game. Anyways, before I give my final impressions, my final opinion, I'm going to start with a mini guide. This is going to be like a general guide. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, so just gonna talk about everything in general. So let's start. When you start the game, like you select a server, create your character. Well, you log in, select the server, create your character. Then you start in one of the shores. If you're playing with friends, there's a chance that you all start in different locations, but don't worry about it because you're not going to spend a lot of time separate from each other. You could try just deleting your character and recreating it to see if you can just end up in the same location, in the same study location as your friends, but I don't think that is worth it because honestly, you're not going to spend a lot of time in these starting locations. Anyways, there are different places where you can start. You can start here. I think you can start. Where is it? You can start here, I believe, or here. And I didn't start here, but I think you can start here because there's like a watchtower, and this is where you get like the early quests. So I believe you can also start in this area. Not quite sure though, but I believe so. Anyways, there might be other starting locations I'm not aware of, but it seems for now that these are the starting locations. Then you just complete a few quests. You just have to run around, kill a few things. I mean, you do the tutorial, then you are put in one of these starting locations. Then you just run around, kill a few things, pick up a few things. The quests are not very hard. I mean, like the quests here so far are just go to one location and kill things, or pick up things, or do both. Like kill, let's say, 10 mobs and pick 4 chests. Pick up, open 4 chests, or pick up, like, loot 4 treasure boxes, something like that. So, most of the quests, I mean, I think all the quests are just that. Like, basically do that. Or talk to an NPC. That's it. So, they are not particularly difficult. They can be a bit repetitive and consistent, but I don't really care because honestly I hate questing. Like I really hate questing. But anyways, like it doesn't matter if the quests are diverse or just the same. I don't like questing. I prefer grinding. Anyways, you just do the quests and then you don't skip them because you will not be able to join a faction if you do. I mean, maybe you don't want to join a faction, but you will not experience a big part of the game if you don't join a faction. You just like do the quests, then they will send you to the nearest settlement. You will have to do some quests there. They will take you to like level 10, level 10, level 11, something like that. That because you can get like extra XP just by killing things. Anyways, once you finish that quest line, you will be able to select a faction. I explained the differences between factions in another video, so just check it out. But basically, there's no difference when you can buy gear, like you can buy items like some consumables and gear. The gear they are the same. The difference is just like the stat books, but they're the same. And the quests are also the same. You can do like faction quests with tokens, they're exactly the same. So after you get to level 10 and join a faction, now you have different choices for leveling. Like the max level right now is 60, and in my opinion, you want to focus on leveling up first. Like you don't necessarily want to rush to 60, but you want to rush to 50. And I'm going to explain you why in a moment after the guide when I talk about gathering. So anyways, you join a faction, then you have different methods of leveling up. You can do PvP quests, right? Uh, you just go to your faction like representative and select one of the. They are going for PvP. And if I retake, you have to restart it. You lose it. So one thing you can do is just set up a camp near the locations, and let me take them so you can see. You can set up a camp near the quest locations, for example here. So if you die, you just spawn here and you don't have to walk like all the way back from town or the settlement. You can just spawn nearby and try again. I also show you a trick how to abuse the camp respawn, but you might not be able to do that during launch if there's a lot of people. Like you can do it if there's no people from different factions, or like if you're alone. Like I was playing at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and I was alone, but I'm on the East Coast server, so I guess everybody was sleeping. You can, if you don't like one mission, like the delivery missions, I don't like them. There was a bug where you could just like level really fast doing delivery missions, but they just fixed it. So missions they will refresh every 5 minutes. As you can see here, yeah. Oh, oops, sorry. We have 2 more minutes. So you can just wait or just go and do one of the missions and come back, and you it will be refreshed. So that's one method of leveling up. Another method is if you don't like PvP, I mean, you get a lot of rewards and you gain influence for your faction if you do this quest. Influence help with wars. Like if you get influence territory controlled by your factions, you make it harder for other factions to invade or attack your territory to declare war. If you do it in a territory controlled by a different faction, then you make it easier for your faction to declare war on them. You don't get influence if you do these quests, but these are the PvE quests. So if you're a PvE player, you can like this. They don't give you as much experience or rewards or as many rewards. What you can do is you can you can pick them and just do them while you complete your PvE quest. Now let me give you an example. I was doing where is I was doing the quest in this area a lot. So there's a PvE quest that sends you here to kill like 3 wolves or 5 wolves, I don't know. So I'm not gonna waste time and come here. I'm not gonna complete that quest because the PvP quests are here, here, and here. However, there's a PvE quest that asks you to kill 10 monsters here. You don't even have to kill them, like you can just tag them and let somebody else kill them and you save a lot of time. Because these monsters are a bit hard if you're especially if you're a magic user. But yeah. And there's also another PvP quest that sends you here to this area to kill 3 monsters. So because I have to come here anyways to get my chest for my PvP quest, I can just kill 10 monsters here, or kill 3 monsters here, and that's just extra experience, right? That's just like an added bonus. I'm not gonna focus on the PvE quest, but I get them as an extra bonus, let's say. So I'm not doing this one because it's in the opposite direction of my main quest, but I can do the ones here because they're nearby, basically. So another way of leveling up is the board quest and the side quests. Like each settlement has side quests, like these quests. They give you, let me see, they give you, as you can see, they give you Azot, like some items. So that's a way to get Azot. You can level up the settlement, you get stamina, you get experience, you get money. Like you get different things. I don't think they are worth it. I mean, if you're a PvE player, you can just pick them up and complete them while you do other activities. Like maybe let's say you're gathering and you can just complete the quest if you're gathering in an area nearby, and you can get to level up your settlement. But or if you are like, let's say in a PvP quest, oh, oops, if you're doing a PvP quest, because this will not help you level the territory very fast, but they will help you level your character very fast. If you're doing a PvP quest, like let's say you have a PvP quest here or over here, like you have I think there's a PvP quest in this area. You can just finish it, then come here, do this quest, and then just go back. So it's just another thing you would focus on doing this. You're a complete PvE hero, but you can do them on the side while doing other stuffs. Another way of leveling is doing these rifts here. Like you have different types of rifts or like corrupted breaches. These bigger ones, they are meant for party play. Like it will be possible, I think, to do them alone if you're like a very good player, because you have to dodge a lot and there's a lot of monsters. But I think it's very difficult to do them alone. And once you start getting hit, like you're just on the defensive and you have to start running and using potions or healing and shit like that. So anyway, you can just do that with friends. I couldn't experience this too much, but you basically just kill waves of monsters. I don't know if you have played a game called Defiance, which has a similar like mechanic. You just go to different areas. There's also a TV show, but it got cancelled. The game and the TV show are connected. Anyway, you go to different areas and then you just complete the event and get experience. So the big ones are for party play. Like you can find them in different areas, different levels. Like these are like level 25. These are 35. Let's see here. This is 35. 45. So yeah, you get the idea. Just get one appropriate for your level. Also, there are some that you can complete alone. They take like 2 minutes basically. Oops. You have them like here. Wait. Okay. This one, this one, this one. Like they just spawn randomly. Sometimes they spawn like very close to town, and sometimes they spawn far away. So one thing you can do is just you can. I don't know the respawn time, but it seems to be like 10 minutes or so. You can, for example, you see I have a quest here, right? I can just come here, do this. It takes 2 minutes. I don't get a lot of experience, but I get Azot. I was doing this one on my main character yesterday, and I got 20 Azot, some experience, some gold, and just like a chest, an item chest. So it's not so bad. You get many rewards, and also, as I mentioned earlier, there are different ways of getting faction tokens. When you complete this, you get faction tokens. Like the ones here were giving me 325, and it takes like 2 minutes. So if you look at this quest, for example, wait. If you look at that quest, you get which one is it? Patrol territory, no. This one. Like you get 180 for coming here. Oh, you see there's one here, I can just come here and finish it. Like you get 180 tokens and look at the distance. But if I just come here, I get 325 tokens. Now, this gives me more experience, of course, but if I want to get tokens, like the breaches can give you more tokens. Now, there are some places like here where you just finish a quest here, or here when you can just do a full rotation of quests here in no time. This can give you more tokens in the long run, but if you don't want to do the PvP missions and you want to get tokens, you can do PvE missions and you can do corrupted breaches, like the solo ones, and you can get a nice amount of tokens that way instead of just focusing on the PvP missions. And let's say I can come here, finish this mission, get my tokens, then come here and get my experience and my standing to level up my settlement. There are a few different types of like breaches. You have one that is very easy, like you just go there. There's a few monsters and then there's some carapace thingy. You kill it and then a couple of more monsters spawn. You kill them because they are annoying and then you can close the breach. To close the breach, you need this item. There are two ways of getting it, which I'm gonna talk about in a moment when I talk about the main quest. There's another one where you have like some house or something, like some building. I mean, you have to just, it's the same thing as the carapace. Like you just go, kill the monsters because they are annoying. You just destroy a door and then inside there's like a mini boss monster or something. It's not very hard and they can vary. Like I got some knight dude with a big ass sword which was very easy to kill and very, like, he would move very slow. And one time I got a stag, like that, like deer, stag, whatever, was annoying. It wasn't difficult, but it was annoying because it would move like all over the place. Oh, you see one spawn here, level 25. I'm assuming if you complete breaches on a higher level, you get higher rewards. I mean, that makes sense. But at least here I was getting 325 tokens plus 20 asset and some experience and money. Now to level up, like just doing, oh, excuse me, let me finish talking about the last one. The last one, there's like a tentacle in the middle of the breach and it attacks you, plus there's some monsters. That's like the hardest one. The tentacle is not particularly hard, but you know, it can be like annoying. If you don't dodge it, it can do some damage to you. You kill it and then you close the breach. Now to level up, doing just these breaches doesn't seem worth it because the experience is not that great. But I've heard that doing these ones, like these ones, give a lot of experience. I personally didn't experience them, so I don't know, I cannot talk about that. But there's like if you want to grind instead of just doing quests, you can come here with your party, just kill of monsters and then close it, and you get a lot of experience apparently. But I think, like, I really like leveling in this area. I have other videos showing you about this area, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about it. But these two areas seems to be the best. Like you can, for the PvP quest, you can just do this one over and over, and if you don't get it, well, you're kinda screwed. Or you can just do all these three, like do a full rotation over and over. I have other videos talking about this quest. So anyways, the other method of leveling up is just doing the main quest. Right now the main quest only takes you to level 20 and gives you this staff to close the breaches, but you can also get it here. It costs 20 tokens and some gold, right? Of course, I already have it, so I cannot buy it. Now, one thing is the main quest right now only takes you to level 20. I assume they gonna keep adding main quest on excuse me, maybe until like level 50 or level 60. And that makes sense because you know, like main quest until level 20, and then what do you do after that? Like the main quest guide you through the different areas and should take you to like the end game areas. Now, so those are the different leveling up methods. I think the fastest one is finding a good spot and doing the PvP quests, and then you can move on to a higher level area, or doing the breaches. I mean, I didn't experience this one personally, but apparently they are very good experience. And you basically do the same thing in each settlement. So one thing is like it's a bit repetitive because you just basically do the thing in one settlement. Then when you're high enough level, you just move to another settlement and do the same thing, like the PvP quest, the breaches, and you can just complete side quests and solo breaches like while you're just walking around doing other quests and stuff like that for just bonus experience and rewards. But your main methods are gonna be PvP quests, these big breaches, and the main quest if they like expanded and add more main quests until level 50 or 60. You just repeat that until you level up to 60, I guess. Like you just move from area to area. Now, not all areas might be worth it. For example, like I really like this area for the PvP quests. Like I don't like this one. I think the third quest is down here. So one thing you can do is just like, because sometimes you are going to be asked to patrol, and this gives you the same experience as this one. Excuse me, as this one, but these ones are just closer. So like going from this location to this location seems like, I don't know, like you have to walk a lot. Maybe you can just go back, turn in, and then go back and finish it. Like pick up another quest. You can do like an L thingy. That would be something. So I didn't like, so I went to each settlement the other day at like 3 a.m. Took me like 2 or 3 hours to just walk the whole map. I came here too. There's some like level 58 monsters, and here there's like level 40 monsters, 38, 40, something like that. You can kill them even at level 30. You can kill them because they are just basically the same monsters that you find here. The exact same monsters, the same attack patterns. They just hit harder and have a little bit more of health. You might need just like 3 or 4 more hits to kill them compared to monsters of your same level. So that about the PvP quests. Like in most areas, like the PvP quest, I wish I had more assets so I could just teleport and show you. I couldn't record that. Most areas, like the PvP quests, are bad because you have to, like, they are separate from each other and you have to walk a lot. Like for example, here you have like one here, and one here if I remember correctly. So it just seems difficult, to come from this area, walk all the way down, then up here. So you just wanna do, like, you probably just want to do the one that is closest to the settlement, and the best one for that is just this one here. It's just very close. The horizontal distance is not very big, but you have to climb up. There's some vertical distance. There's like one quest here, and one here. So you probably just wanna spam this one. Or here, this one's not so bad. Like this one's okay. I didn't do it, but it's close. Because most of these quests are just like you kill a few things or just collect a few things. Most of them are just collecting things. Look, like collect 5 items, collect 5 items. So yeah. Now once you can safely get to like level 30 here, or just doing breaches. Personally, I'm just gonna like spam this area until I get the settlement to level 15 because I wanna get a house fast for the trophies. And then there's another area, like the areas here, I don't think they're worth it for the PvP quests, and here, but this area here, like you have one quest here which is the temple, which is basically the same as the Amrine temple, or Amrine, or Amrin. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, English is not my mother tongue. And then you have two quests here. So they give you. Let me go there to show you. They give you. Uh, yeah, they give you more experience. So if you're in an area where you just gonna spam one quest, I think quest and more experience, like over an hour, let's say. But in this area that I'm gonna show you, there's two quests. Let's just wait for the game to load. Yes, no editing. I'm gonna do this right on the first try. There you go. So where's the PvP dude? PvP. So you can have like uh, secondary quests. I forgot to show you the war, which I'll show you in a second. So you have this quest. Like they give you, the experience is not bad. Like 7,000, 9,000 experience, and 12,000 experience. Now the thing is, as you can see, oh, I got all three. You can just do these two quests, right? You can just do this one and then turn in. You don't the patrol quest. Okay, you see here the patrol quest, but there's also another quest in this area, like just similar to this one, like pick up 5 items. So what you can do in this situation is, you come here, do your patrol quest, collect your 5 items, and now you're not going here. You're not coming here. The patrol quest is going to send you here, but what you can do is just turn in, right? Then pick up this quest again. You come here, finish this quest, patrol, come back, turn in. When you turn in, you might get this one again, or you might get very lucky and get this one again. If you get the delivery quest, just cancel. I never did any delivery quest. I don't think they're worth it. But anyways, you turn in, and then when you come back again to finish your patrol quest, you can just, like, you will be sent to this area, so you can just finish two quests at the same time, right? So basically what you want to do is, you want to focus on these two quests and just come here when you have to patrol, like turn in, come here, patrol, turn in, and come back. So the patrol quest is a bonus. If you look at this area, you can focus on the patrol quest, because like walking from here to here takes literally 10 seconds. Like, you stand here, get your patrol quest, then you walk for like 10 seconds and get your patrol quest. I mean, actually, excuse me, you have to come to this area first and then here. But let's say you're doing, like, if you're doing a quest, when you come down to this area to do like patrol and another quest here, because you get one here and one here, like, you going from this area to this area takes 10 seconds. So you want to focus on the patrol quest here, because it gives you the biggest amount of experience, while you complete the quest in this area, and this area. On the other hand, here you don't want to focus on the patrol quest. You want to focus on these two, and then do the patrol quest as a bonus. So basically the opposite as this area. And I mean, it's not so bad. They give you nice experience. I'm not quite sure, since you will have this settlement leveled up by the time you could just come here. I'm not sure if you will get more experience if you just invest in experience for your character. Like, every time you level up the settlement, the territory, you look, this is level 5, level 3, level 3, level 0. This one's level 12. I cannot see the perks. Like, they should let you see all the perks that you have selected. But you can just get experience for your character, which is worth it because you level up faster. And I didn't get experience because I was a noob. I just selected tokens. I think you can select both, because you don't always have all the options. Like, you can only select from like 3 or 4 choices. So you can select like storage, experience, settlement experience, tokens, gathering speed, like trading post fee, reduction, crafting fee reduction, etc., and a house. So if you just focus on experience and then tokens, you might be able to get more experience here, because by the time you get here, like, you will have this settlement level up, but this one will be level 0. So for a few hours until you catch up, you will probably just get more experience. So I don't know. That's something I didn't test, but in theory it should be like that. Also, this one here, like the quest here, give you like 9,000 experience. Let me just go ahead and show you. In that area, like they give you 9,000, 9,000, and 12,000. But the thing is, they're a bit like difficult to get to. I'm just gonna. Oh, and I forgot to show board again. The quest board, which is, you don't want to focus on it. I mean, you can help your settlement a lot, but it's something you wanna do on the side as well. Let me see, where's the PvP dude, the faction dude. There you go. So look, 9,000 experience. Oh, patrol, 9,000 experience, 7,000, 9,000. The problem is, like, okay, you get one quest here, one quest here, and one is like over here. I don't remember. The thing is, like, getting to this area is easy. Like, don't be confused about this. You can just walk straight up. But getting to this area, like, there's some mountains. I don't know if there's a way, like a shortcut, to just go through here, like maybe climb. I didn't try, but it seems that to get to this place, you have to just come up here. You see, like, you have to take a detour. So completing this quest, like just spamming this one, seems to be worth it, but completing all three might not seem worth it, in my opinion. Like, I will have to try, but just looking at the map, it doesn't seem worth it. Like, maybe, you get some quest nearby or something, some PvE quests. So I think, I don't remember well about this area, but I think it's not worth it. Now, this area, the bad thing about this area is that walking around is difficult, because there's a lot of water, bodies of water, and rivers and stuff like that. And you cannot just spam your stuff. You have to save it when you encounter like a water or a lake, because you just wanna like dash over it. Because when you're walking on water, you walk slower. And some of the monsters are ranged. Like, you have some ghosts that hit you from range, and they're just annoying. You can outrun everything, but they are annoying because they can they can hit you. I mean, they're not going to kill you, but they might slow you down a little bit. It's just annoying. Okay, but I think these are very much worth it, because you have to. Let me go to this area. Let's see. Uh, oh, I don't have asset. Okay, never mind. But yeah, this is probably good. Oh, okay, there you go. No, no, this is the PvP quest. Sorry, the PvP quest is over here. Like, you can just spam this one. Also, another thing you can do is just, where is the board? Where is the board? Where is the board? I have no idea where the board is. I think it's near the governor's desk. Oh, I have like this storage. No, not this one. Where is it? Wait. Where's the store? Okay, one. Oh, okay, two. Never mind, I got confused with this. So, anyways, now the thing is, here you have, in this city, in Everfall, in this territory, you have a storage near the faction dude. That's why I got confused. So, anyways, let's just find the governor's desk, and this is the password. Like you need to be level 50. This is another thing I'm gonna talk about in a moment. And where is the look the quest bar? Like you can just complete quests to upgrade the the stations, and like to upgrade the settlement. Basically you get better things like stations and stuff like that. You might not necessarily want to focus on these ones, but you can just do them, complete them on the side. For example, 20 wolves. Well, here, like I guess they increase in difficulty because, for example, here on this area, like you are asked to kill like 5 wolves, and there's one that asks you to kill like 5 rabbits and 10 turkeys. So what you can do is just pick them up, and as you go out, let's say you're going to do beach, you have a board quest that asks you to kill 10 turkeys, for example. You're not gonna focus on turkeys. You're just gonna come out like you're going to your quest spot, and then you find a turkey. Oh, a turkey! Just kill it. It dies in one hit, and then you just continue. Like you just go on with your life. You know what I mean? Look, I just killed a turkey. I got one, and then I just moved to a quest spot. And when I come, like maybe I'll find another turkey on the way and just kill it. And when I come back to turn in, there might be 1 or 2 more turkeys, and I can just complete them. Look, like I can just complete them on the side, like as another experience, as a bonus, right? Instead of just focusing on them. I think it's just to focus on the PvP or party breaches. Anyways, that's like basically what you have to do to level up. Then let's talk about craft. Like I recommend just trying to level fast to 50. Just I mean every now and then you will do some gathering. For example, I just kill a turkey. You can get like poultry and meat and stuff like that, feathers. So you can craft certain food. Let me just show you. Like for example, I'm not gonna farm turkeys, but on my way out to do a PvP quest, I see like one turkey, I kill it, and I just harvest it, get the meat. Let me have something like this, and you can use it to craft, like to cook some food that like their main food, which is which is good. I think. Oh yeah, I was just standing right next to it. So look, you need where is it? No, it's not this one. There's a food that you need. There's some yeah, light rations. You can use like you're not going to farm turkeys, but you kill them every now and then. You harvest them, and you can just craft these foods, which are very useful. They last for 20 minutes, give you some constitution and regen. Like you have just health recovery, mana recovery, and defense recovery foods. I don't know exactly what this one does. I don't know if it increases your defense or maybe when you get hit, like you recover faster, like less staggering, I guess. I didn't try it, but I guess that's what it is. So yeah, you're not going to focus on gathering early on. Maybe just craft some potions and some food, but other than that, you want to wait at level 50. Why? Because at level 50 you can get the best the best gathering tools. So you can like gathering the top tools is better than just gathering with the with the crap tools you get when you start the game. Let me see. I can show you the tools. Hold on. So they are like faster and you can get more materials and stuff like that. So for example, if you need to get 1000 meat, that's gonna take you let's say 1 hour with the crappy tool you get when you start the game. But if you use the best tools in the game, instead of 1 hour, you can probably do it in 15 minutes. You know, Those are not real numbers, by the way. I'm just like giving an example. As you can see, these tools are just much better. Like they're faster and just much better than these crappy tools that you get when you start the game. Or you can get perks and stuff like that. So yeah, I recommend waiting. You need level 50. It doesn't take that long if you just focus on doing PvP quests or breaches from in different areas, like just going up. You can just get here in almost no time. And then when you're level 50, you can just focus on getting these tools. Then you just craft, like you craft them and then you start gathering, because you still have to gather the same amount of materials, right? Let's say to level up one gathering profession from level 1 to 50 to 60, you can you need to wow, I casually got this to 27 and 23, like just very casually. You will still need to get the same amount of materials, but you can get them way faster with better tools. That's what I'm saying. So you save time in the end. Now, I'm not saying, if you need some meat, you can just walk around, kill a few things, get some meat, craft your food, but don't focus exclusively on it. I think it's better to focus on leveling at first. Also, when you get to level 50, I show you guys the warboard. Like when you get to level 50, you can participate in defending your town, your settlement. Sometimes the settlements get attacked by monsters, like there's some invasions, and you need to be. I couldn't experience that, unfortunately. I didn't focus on just leveling. Oops. So you need to be like you have the time here of the invasion, and you have to be level 50 to participate. So that's another thing. And of course you get rewards. Like I cannot talk too much about the rewards because I didn't experience it, but that just seems something additional that you can do. Let's see. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, just do the quests, level up, move on to the next area, do the quest, level up, or the breaches. Okay, so now, wow, that was a long guy. I thought it would be shorter, but yeah, that was like 40 minutes, 40 minutes long. Anyways, now let's talk about my final impressions. Okay, so first of all, PvE. Like PvE, at first when you start the game, the combat seems difficult, but once you figure it out, the monsters have like the same attack pattern, and they are just the same monsters over and over and over, just in higher areas, like higher difficulty areas, higher level areas. But once you learn them in one area, you can just apply that knowledge into the next area. So it's kind of repetitive, but it's also kind of consistent. So you don't have to spend a lot of time like learning a different attack pattern or something, or just dying to higher level monsters because you already know how to dodge them. Now, I like that there are multiple methods to level up. Like this is not just quest mania, where you just have to follow like a big chain of main quests and do a bunch of difficult and complicated things. Like you can just grind. I mean, you can just focus on one area, do PvP quests, and you can have some fun doing PvP, even though that might set you back some time, because even if you win the PvP, you spend time. Like the other day, I spent 40 minutes fighting one guy. So, anyways, uh, you can just grind. I like grinding. You can just go and grind. You can go to these temples as well and grind. Like there's a lot of monsters grouped together. You can just pull them and AoE them. So that's another option. I didn't really focus on that, so I don't know if it will be very efficient, but it is also another option. Just going to these monsters, going to the corrupted breaches, grind the monsters. I don't, and if you're like me, if you don't like questing too much, you don't have to just do all these complicated long quests. You can just grind. And if you like questing, you can just go questing. So you have different options, like you have options for all the players. Now, these areas, like, you cannot claim them. There's some harder monsters over there. But yeah, like Angry Earth and stuff like that. There's some boss monsters, like war bosses. I didn't get to experience that, but that's also another thing. Now, for PvP, let me tell you about PvP. Most of my PvPs were just like 3 people or 2 people against me. Me, running or trying to hit them and do some damage, but I would end up like dying sometimes. Because, well, pretty much all the time, it was difficult to escape, but then I figured it out. One thing about PvP is everybody runs at the same speed, alright? Pretty much. So if you're wearing light armor, you have a better roll than medium or heavy armor. However, that doesn't make sense that a heavy armor user runs at the same speed as a light armor user. I mean, I guess they did that, and even the monsters, like, they cannot catch you. Like, everybody runs at the same speed. Everything has the same running speed, I guess. The thing about that is, I guess they did it so that mages and stuff like that, or ranged character, cannot just kite forever someone into oblivion and kill them. So melee characters have a fighting chance, but at the same time, melee characters, they just seem very strong. And I'm going to elaborate on that in a moment. So, the weapons. Weapons and stats. Now, this thing here, this is busted. Like, right now, I think overall this is the best weapon in the game. I like this one. Well, no, let's just go in order. Sword, you actually don't need to increase your strength to kill things with sword. Like, you don't see a big increase. So, I mean, increasing dexterity is also even worse, because I saw a video of a guy saying that swords get like 80% strength and 20% dexterity, the attack, like the stats. And this one gets 60% strength and 40% dexterity. So increasing your damage stats is even worse here. But this one can do more damage. Now, the secret to winning with sword is, like, okay, you can just spam left click, like light attack, and if they try to attack you, they will not be able to. They will just be perma stagger. They have to block or just dodge, or create distance so you stop attacking them. But the secret to winning with sword is that you don't really need to use your skills to win. So you can just use skills from other weapons. Maybe you can stun them, or just like knock them down, and then switch to sword. What you do is, or even with the sword, you can just stun them with your shield, and you get behind them, and you just do this. You do this. Excuse me. This. You don't even have to fully charge it. Like, you can just do this and kill them with 0 strength, and that is busted, because one, you're not putting your abilities on cooldown. I'm talking about PvP here, not PvE. Well, on PvE it's even better, because this hit staggers monsters a little bit, so you can get like 3 or 4 hits before you need to block or dodge. But on PvP, you can just get behind them and do this, and they die. They cannot stand up. That's it. I mean, after like 4 hits or so, like, I guess the more you stagger someone, there might be like some diminishing returns, or maybe the distance increase a little bit. I don't really know, but after like 4 hits, they have like a chance of standing up, and just dodging or running. But at that time, they have like no health left. So yeah, just stun. You can use the shield, or you can use another weapon. Get behind, like, even as a mage, like, if they're oh, I don't have, I reset it. Like, you're just fighting, like, shooting things, using your spells, like, wait, what is it? You can just use, Like they are coming, you can just use your spells, hit them, and when they get close, just switch sword, block whatever, stun them. Most people like they just gonna come in at you and just use the hammer to knock you down. You can just like dodge or whatever and stun them behind, and then just finish them off with your sword. Like, and this is broken. This is actually broken, and you can find videos online of people doing this, like just this from behind. You can perma stagger them, and they have very little chance to just get out of that perma stagger combo. Also, another thing is you don't need strength. Like, oh wow, let me just salvage this. I like I was fighting this guy with my sword was level 3. So basically all I had was these two skills, and he had like these skills because he was using like leaping strike, and I think he had like he was using leaping strike, this one and this one. So he definitely had more levels than me on sword. And I almost killed him like a few times. Like, he was doing more damage to me. I guess he had like he put points of strength. But I just had like don't mind this, I just reset. I was testing something. I just put everything on constitution. Like I had 40 constitution or so at that point. More than 40 constitution and just 5 strength. And I got really close to kill him. Like I would have killed him if I had like these passives, because they give you damage. Like these passives here, like look, increase sword damage. After a block, you do more damage. Increase weapon damage. Increase backstab damage. Increase backstab damage with the sword. So yeah, I would have killed him. Like he survived with like 5%, like 3 or 4 times. He survived with like 5% health. Like basically just one more hit. So it's pretty busted that you can kill people with swords and you don't have to use skills. Just this. That's it. They die. That's one thing about the sword. And now, as you can see, this weapon has like some of the damage is converted. 30% of damage is converted to fire. Now Amazon Game Studios talk about magical weapons. I don't know if they were referring to these weapons or completely different weapons, because they mention like magical weapons and they scale with intelligence. I don't know how that's gonna be. Maybe they were referring to these weapons. On my other character I have a sword which has like void damage instead of fire damage, but they are just basically the same with different elements. And you can have like bows and basically every physical weapon with just some part of magical damage. So I guess that 30% is increased if you have intelligence. Like let's say I'm doing 100 damage per hit, so I'm gonna do 70 physical damage and 30 fire damage. So if I have intelligence, those 30 points of damage will be increased to maybe like 35 or something like that. Or I'm just that's just a theory. Like, I didn't test it. Or maybe into completely different weapons that do not scale at all with strength and just scale with intelligence. So you can just make a mage, hit people like from excuse me, from distance, like use your spells, hit them, and when they get close, just switch to your magical weapon, maybe a magical sword, because you can kill people without using skills, just normal attacks, and then finish them off. As you're gonna have intelligence, so you're gonna do damage. So it's pretty busted that you can just kill people without adding strength. Like there's just one option here that is better than everything else. Just increase constitution and just kill people with sword with 0 strength. Or you can just put leftover points in strength, like maybe something like 20 strength, 30 strength, and just kill people. That's it. You win. Now, hatchet. Yeah, everybody's saying hatchet's OP, and yes, I experienced that. Like, this guy killed me. Like, I had like 30% of health, and I was trying to heal myself. He was on berserk. I just ran, tried to heal myself. He hit me once, like while I was trying to heal, and he just took 30% of my health. I had light armor, and that is like pretty strong, I guess. But then, as I got more experiences in the game, I realized, everybody runs at the same speed, so people turn berserk on. Oh, they are immortal. Just run, like they cannot do anything. Just run. I haven't tested if you change your weapon if you lose the buff. I think you do. I'm not quite sure though. I have another character. Maybe I should. I'm gonna switch to my other character and try that right now. Because the other character has a couple of points in hatchet. Now, that's one thing. Like, okay, they turn berserk on. Just run. You cannot kill them because they cannot die. They're invincible. Or they cannot kill you. You just run. That's it. On a one versus one. Now, I don't think the game is balanced around one versus one. I think it's balanced around like fourth siege and just mass PvP. Putting together a team and a strategy and fighting. But that's something you can do on one versus one against Hatchet. The thing is, excuse me. The thing about Hatchet is that if you run away, they can just, you know, stop running and maybe run the opposite direction and heal. Because they're gonna die. They use that, now they are invincible. And they have another skill that removes all the debuffs and gives them immunity to debuffs. And my game just froze. Damn it. So you're basically Olaf and Tryndamere at the same time. And they have like passives and stuff to reduce cooldown of abilities. So yeah, you're basically Olaf and Tryndamere at the same time. If you have played League of Legends, when you're using Hatchet. And you don't really need to increase like strength a lot. You don't get a lot of damage by increasing strength, but you get damage by increasing the weapon abilities. Like you get damage from the passives. So yeah, Hatchet seems to be like the damage oriented option, and Sword is just a bit more tanky. Sword and Shield, but you can still kill people with Sword. I think overall Sword is the best weapon right now. We will see when more weapons are added though. Excuse me. So yeah, one thing about Hatchet, don't try to heal if you're near them. They're gonna kill you. Just use your dash or something and then heal when you're far away. That's another thing, like if you're just running away from monsters or people, when you try to heal, like either use a potion or just use your healing staff, you're not gonna be able to move fast, so they're gonna catch up. Yes, you will heal, but they're gonna hit you, so you're still gonna lose some health. Maybe they can stun you and then just get behind you and just perma stab you from behind and kill you. So let's just see. Let me show you what I was talking about Hatchet. I mean, let me see if you lose the debuff, switch weapons. I don't think so, but it's worth to try it out. Frames are dropping nice. Come on, like both seem like machine gun type of play. Like you just shoot a lot of arrows and you just like kite back. Like you just shoot and run, shoot and run. If you have played Lineage 2 as an archer, you will know what I'm talking about. You just like shoot people like nothing and you just run, shoot and run. You can slow them. Arrow has some skills to slow them, slow people. So you can just shoot and kite and slow and whatever. The contrary, musket seems to be like more of like a sniper. Not you don't have super long range, but yeah, I mean it's nice, it's decent. This is like if you have seen those movies about red coats and blue coat fight, like you have a line of musketeers just like shooting, and then you have the back row, like while they recharge, you have another group shooting, so they take turns shooting. I think for defense this is going to be good because this seems to do decent damage like later on when you get the passives. I mean the damage, I've seen videos of damage on PvE and the damage is nice, but on PvP at least on the low level PvP they don't do damage. need all this. But one thing I noticed about muskets is that, okay, as a mage, they hit me with a musket. I can just cast meteor on them. I just don't need to move or run or do anything. I just cast meteor and they have to run or die. That's it. And when they run away, I just heal. Okay, I'm full health. You're half health. Okay, shoot me with your musket again so I can kill you. Like, maybe this will change later on, because light armor doesn't give you a lot of defenses. So if you're just like, they can probably blow you away later on. I don't know. But yeah, musket seems to be more stationary. Just like, don't just spam your shots. Just like find the right time, shoot a headshot, do a lot of damage, recharge, then repeat. And both seems to be like just like shoot and run, shoot and run. What I have here, what am I getting? Okay, so hatchet. Let's see. Reset. Berserk. Like, okay, I'm gonna use berserk and change weapons. Like, I have the buff, right? Then I switch weapons. Oh, I can keep the buff. So I can just use berserk, change weapons, and then kill you. That's pretty strong actually. And then the buff is gonna run out. Switch and do this. Like, if I'm slow or something, you know. So I can see healers using this a lot because, let me explain you. This makes you invisible. Invincible. You cannot die, and this removes your debuffs. So let's say I'm a healer. I'm going to die, right? I see people coming at me, like 3 people. They hit me. I'm gonna die. I can just switch to axe, right? I can die, and I can just switch to my healing stuff, and then I just heal, right? I'm healing you. Well, I mean, I'm healing my teammates or myself while I'm invincible. And yeah, then I can, like, I don't think they can waste time if I'm invincible, because I can hit them. They cannot hit me. I can heal, or maybe I can just switch to hatchet, become invincible, hit them, they have to run. Then I just switch back to my stuff. Do I have stuff here? A healing staff? No. Well, imagine this is a healing staff. I just switch to my healing staff, heal myself or heal my teammates, and then I still invincible. So I can see this hatchet being very strong in that regards for healers or for mages. Like, okay, I'm healing you, or whatever. It me like just run on this, like dash or just. I mean, berserk just hit. Like, you're probably not gonna stand there. You're probably gonna run or something, and I can just get some distance and heal. I can see hatchet being very strong in that regard. So I think they should change it so that if you here is going to be invincible. Like, if you have some focus, it gives you cooldown reduction, and like you can just like be on almost permanent all the time. Be very strong. Here, switch to axe, just get a few hits in. Maybe you have the cooldowns with a headshot. 20% cooldown per headshot. So maybe you can invest onto this tree. Just get berserk, get the passives, invest a little bit here. Just heal, they're gonna kill you. Switch to hatchet, become invincible, and then just like start hitting people, getting those headshots in. And you can just probably lower berserk. Like, I didn't test it, but you can probably just lower berserk cooldown. Because this, like, successful headshots from throwing abilities reduce active cooldowns by 20%. So I guess this counts as an active cooldown. and you have some like all ability cooldowns are reduced by 20% when health is below 40. So you get 20% here plus let's say 10 to 20% from focus, from leveling focus. I mean from putting here on focus. Like let's see. So I guess around 20, 22, something like that, you get 10%, maybe like 25. So you get more cooldowns, and then you also get cooldowns from this like passive. And if this, I think this will work here. So healers can be on perma berserk, I guess. Like they just heal, switch to hatchet, and attack things, then switch back, heal, and switch back, attack. That could be a thing, like perma berserk healers or perma berserk mages. Like I'm just not dying, and I'm killing you, or at least you have to run and just give me breathing room, so I can just heal back. And then when you come back to hit me, I just okay. I got my health back. I'm berserk again, and in on PvP you can I just berserk and wait to then heal for cooldowns re-engage. So I see this skill like being very strong, especially because you can use it. You can use oops. You can use it and then switch. The buff is not going away. The buff, the berserk is going away. So anyway, let's move on to the next weapon. Hammer. The normal attack seems very garbage. I mean, they hit harder than sword, but they are just too slow. Like killing something with normal attack seems to be a pain. It's a pain in the ass. I think it's better to just use this for the skills like C, and here like you get some stun reduction. I think. Let me see where is it. Uh, okay, low on stun reduction wielding a hammer, warhammer by 50. So if you're just trying to get close to someone, you can just run using the hammer. If they slow you, this can help you. If you see they're gonna stun you, if you think they're gonna stun you, you can switch to hammer. Take the stun reduced. Like the 4 second stun will be the shield is reduced to 2 seconds. You might not be able to just stagger you. So it doesn't seem too bad. And just what you do is just use ability and then switch to sword or to another weapon and then kill them. That seems to be the strategy. Now, I think use your ability and switch to hatchet, and if you're low on health, you get 20% cooldowns. I think that will affect abilities from your don't have, but in active cooldowns, because when you okay, let me show you. I use a skill, right? Let me just on my skills. Now I switch. Oops! I switch, and my skills are on cooldown. 3, 2, 1. So I guess switching to hatchet if I'm low on health, or if I just get some headshots in with throwing the hatchet, I can just reduce the cooldowns anyway. Reduce the cooldowns for other abilities. Same thing with sword. When you get a kill, you can reduce the cooldowns by 35%. So maybe you just start with a different use your abilities, then switch to sword, finish them off, and then boom, 35% cooldowns. Like cooldowns reduced by 35%. Excuse me. So yeah, hammer seems to be just for using like certain abilities and then just switching to another weapon. Not you don't want to just stand there and attack things with hammer. On PvE, if you're in a party, it might not be so bad because maybe you have another person like tanking or drawing aggro, and then you stand behind the monster and just hit them with your hammer. Like if you wanna play a strength based build, like you can just increase strength have someone else draw the aggro, and you just kill them. Like you just do a lot of damage with the normal attacks. The thing is, the hammer attacks are just very slow. Like the swings. Look, this one is also too slow. Like these attacks, look, these are just like slow. The strong slow weapon archetype, I guess. And see, fuck, just go. Anyways, let's move on. Now, I want to switch weapons. I guess I'm gonna have to wait. But well, this fire stuff is just complicated. So let's just talk about the healing stuff first. I'm gonna switch characters again to show you. So this skill right here, well, I got lucky and I had a life staff that will give me 15% more damage to enemies at full health. So I could just start with this and finish them off with something. But anyway, that was just luck. Let's just talk about the skills. Like you can be and just let me just switch characters so I can show you what I mean. Cause I want to show you the skills. I have my other character. But yeah, basically healing staff is broken. Like actually broken. Oops. Oh fuck. I almost dropped my headset. So anyway, you have like you can just do that for a well, that is that you have a passive that gives you mana so that little bit, and you have another passive that gives you mana when you hit enemies with the staffs. So for now, there's no reason to use your fire staff to auto attack enemies. I mean, it can do a little bit more damage, I guess, and I believe that there might be some monsters that are resistant to fire or weak versus fire. So if a monster is weak versus fire, you might do a little bit more damage with like. But in general, I think that using attacks with fire is a waste. Now you have this skill, like this is garbage. I was excited about it, like I wanted to get it, and when I got it, I was just massively disappointed. Now the combo is, let me show you the combo. What we wanna do is, oops, there. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Of course you want this skill. You want this as well. Actually, let me not be stupid. Just get this skill. Okay, and you want to get the hints, and I really like this skill, but I'm gonna talk about the hidden skills in a moment. So what you wanna do is, like, there's a monster. Okay, so oh no, my game froze. Oh no, sorry. Oops. So you want to start with smite, then you just want to attack. When you hit with the stuff, like, okay, you spend mana, but you why is going on, my game? You spend mana, but you regen mana. Let me see if I can. Actually, these monsters might be a little bit too strong. Let me go back. Can I go back? Recall twin. So what you wanna do is you want to use smite, right? Then you want to hit them with normal attacks, like 2-3 attacks, maybe 4 depending on the monster, or your sword or melee weapon, or you can finish them off with fire staff using fire pillar, and you just go back to full mana. That's it. And I'm going to show you that right now. Let's see if I can find a monster. Oh my god, my game is freezing. It's time for the game to freeze. I'm gonna talk about damage first and then the healing skills. Let's see if there's something. This monster probably dying just like one hit. They are just there's a wolf. So okay, what you wanna do is I'm not gonna hit it. I'm just gonna some purpose. I don't wanna kill it right away. Just use smite, then like no normal attacks, and I'm missing like a boss. You hit them. Ah fuck. I don't know why the heavy attack is coming out because I'm just like clicking. But yeah, oh, you cannot animation cancel smite. Like look, and just you have to wait for the full animation, and that is important. I have to explain one in a moment. So you just make smite as the first hit because things can actually hit you, or you want to use it when the opponent is stunned or knocked down or something. Like you don't want to use it like you don't want to use it and then try to catch. You gonna so my game keeps freezing. Yay, that's great. Anyways, I don't know. There's no more here. Maybe let's go to the temple. So you get the idea. You smite, hit them a few times, like normal attacks. You regen mana. That's what I wanted to show you. First, you regen mana by just having the staff equipped if you have the passive, and then you also regen mana by just hitting monsters. Let me try to show you right now. By just hitting things with the we just clicking. Like when they come at you, look at my mana. I'm not regening a lot of mana, but I am regening some mana. And then when they are like low health, what you do is wait. I'm gonna spend some mana on purpose so that you can see the regen. Like smite normal attacks, and then you let hit them, and then you gain mana back from this passive here. So you can basically have infinite mana and health. I heard something. You can have, I showed that on other videos, you can have infinite mana and health this way. So smite, open up with smite, normal attacks, get some mana, this also help you. Switch to fire stuff. And of course make sure like you put smite and the fire pillar in different slot and the heal also in a different slot. You finish them off with fire pillar and your full mana. If you get hit, it doesn't matter because you can just like excuse me, where is it? You can just heal. So now let's talk about this heal. I didn't personally like it. I'm not saying it sucks, but it kinda does. Because the thing is, you already don't need mana. You can just do that on PvE, what I show you. You can regain mana by just using fire pillar, finishing things off. And there might be situations where you messed up, maybe you will need like one more hit to get the monster in range of fire pillar. It happens sometimes you mess up and then you just have to normal attack them. Yeah, but it's fine because you have this and you have this, so you will not be low on mana like most of the times. And if anything, you can just use the mana full or mana potions. Like I never used them, and after I figured this out, I was like full mana like almost all the time. So you have minimum to zero downtime. You can heal yourself as well. This heal, like most people use this heal. I don't think it's bad, but I prefer it because it heals more. It spends a little bit more mana, which is fine because you have infinite mana, and it heals immediately. Like you just cast this, and then you can still die, Like you use this and you can die because the heal is not instant. But if you use this, even if you get hit, you will not die because you just regain a lot of health. And this gives you more health than this. Like when you level them, like the total health, this gives you a little bit more. So that's another thing to consider. Most people they get this heal. I mean I've seen everybody using this heal. This has a bigger AoE, but I just honestly prefer this one, and it also has a lower cooldown. So yeah, that's just my personal preference. I mean, if you're going to play as a healer as main, if you're going to play as a, if your main is going to be a healer, if your main is going to be a healer, you probably want both, or at least you want like people, like someone with this heal and someone with this heal. Like you have like mage healers or something like that. But I was playing as a mage who could just heal every now and then, and I just prefer this one. So if you're a main healer, you probably will not get this, because other people will kill you just like heal, or maybe just get it level one so you can tag monsters for experience and to increase your stuff, and then you want to focus on these skills. This one is very good, especially for defending, because the thing is, you cannot move or do anything. Like when you use it, you cannot really move or do anything. But this is a very good skill because it protects people and protects objectives during war. So I think it's a very good skill. I'm not getting it because again I'm not playing. I'm not a main healer. Like I'm a mage. I'm a damage dealer who has like the heal for convenience. So I don't have to sit down just or use potion like completely on full. I can just like have infinite health and mana. I think the healing stuff is OP. Like it's really really strong. I like it better than the fire stuff actually. I don't except this skill. I didn't like it. I don't really need it. I couldn't find use for it. And of course you have this. Like you should get this with any class. Like it doesn't matter what you are, because you can just move to places faster, or you can just escape people. Like if they are attacking you, you can use it. They might respond with it. Like they might have their own dash, like their own stuff, but maybe they put the skill on cooldown, like trying to kill, and you can escape and heal. So that's one thing. Also, a little trick I wanna show you. Like I'm gonna call this level 1, level 2, level 3. I'm gonna show you a little. I mean, usually level 3, you can get to places faster and you can chase people. Like people who try to run away, you can chase them easier. But hold on. Okay. So this covers more distance than the other dash, as you can see. So be careful, like if you see like someone using the fire dash instead of just answering with your own dash, because you're just gonna be ahead of them. Like just gonna dash and then you're just gonna end here, so they're still not close to you. So when you see people using that dash, like they might you just don't want to hit them. Like it is a great attack, so you just want to run alongside them, because you will still be closer, because like the animation and cooldown are kind of long for the fire dash. There is enough, I think. So when that's like run alongside them, and that's it. Also, what is the wolf attacking me? Why is it charging the attack? Like I don't wanna charge it. Die, die, die. I don't care about just die. Okay. Another trick is you, you saw the distance, right? Let me show you level 2 now. Mm, actually, so So let me show you level 2. Switch, and then I distance is wait, what? Did you get 3? Wow. Well, the distance, like level 3 is more distance, right? Like this is 40 meters, this is like 30 meters, so 20, 30, 40. I'm going to show you what I mean in a moment on PvP. Dash here, then like this is about the same distance, I guess. Like the range, this doesn't have a lot. And the thing is, level 3 is usually better because you can get to places like faster and chase people down. But one trick about level 2 is if people are chasing you, you use your dash, right? You can use your level 2 dash. Let me reset. You can use the level 2 dash, and if they you create distance, like they cannot catch you because remember everybody runs at the same speed. So let's say you're gonna die, use your level 2 dash, and now you're away from them. You have an opportunity to heal, right? If they answer with their own dash, their level 3 dash, they will just be further ahead from you, which means you which means like you're not close to them, so you still have an opportunity to heal. Let me see if I can show you like what I mean. Okay, I'm standing to this tree. Finish. Okay, I landed right here, I guess. Like next to the tree. I so use the level 3 dash. They're gonna end up a little bit further ahead, right? The 3. So level 2 dash, you end up here. Level 3 dash, when they end up here. So you still have an opportunity to heal. So for PvP, like level 2 seems better because everybody's getting level 3. And if they don't dash, like they will be here when you dash. So, they have to run for like a few seconds to get you. So that's a little trick I discovered. Like when I was being chased by 2 and 3 more others, I had level 2 dash and they would just dash ahead of me. Like they would go above and beyond, and I had an opportunity to heal or just run in a different direction. Like I could keep my distance at the time. So yeah, although you are sacrificing like let's say walking speed because it's gonna take you a little bit longer to let's say get to your you have to walk from your town to this area for a quest. It's gonna take you a little bit longer. So if you're just doing PvE, I mean level 3 is good. If you're doing the PvP quests, you should just give it a try because you might get ganked and this can save you. Simply because they will not be able to catch up with you unless if they just run at you, because we all run at the same speed, you can just keep answering dash. They will just go past you, like way past you, and at that point you can just like heal, use a potion. Like you can just use a potion or just run in a different direction or use your heal from your stuff. You can uh, like they use their own dash. Now you have like a couple of seconds, well more than a couple of seconds to heal and just run in a different directions, and they will not be able to catch you. They can still hit you with range attack. You can just dodge them like walking a zigzag or just randomly rolling and stuff like that. So That is a strategy. You can escape ganks like that by keeping your distance. Now let's just talk about. I guess that's it. We cover like the passives are really good. So you have you have this, and then you have the hatchet for berserk. You just don't die as a healer. Now let's talk about the fire stuff. Sorry, I cannot wait to see more weapons. Honestly, I don't think fire is fast. For example, intelligence. You're gonna have to hit your enemies a lot to kill them. Opposed to sword, where if you have zero strength, you can just kill them you can just kill them faster. One reason is because the sword, like just like this slash, it just staggers them. Uh, the staff doesn't. So if you're winning the staff, you're gonna have to like shoot and then just roll and then shoot again. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the okay. Or like move around, shoot. You wanna kite a little bit, but this like you can just no you can just like stagger them a little bit, get like 4 hits in, then block 1, 2, 3. No, oh I mean wow. The staff. Where's the like you cannot like come at me. Like you have to dash, hit once. Sometimes you can hit twice. So it takes longer, especially if you have no intelligence. So for the staffs, like, I want to have some intelligence, so because it scales well. And let me just get away from this area before I die to all the monsters. Yeah, that's one. Another thing is like it seems the story is too good because you don't need strength, but the staff you need intelligence. Also, the difference is not that great. You can still like the difference between 0 intelligence and 30 intelligence. Oh, here like you saw me killing it fast because I have I have almost 40 intelligence, but you can definitely see a difference between just having 0 intelligence and having like 30, 40 intelligence, but it's not like you're gonna be doing like twice as much damage or just like 3 times as much damage. But there's definitely you're doing like I mean at least with these low tier weapons you're doing like let's say your normal attacks with 0 intelligence do like 180, and then with 30 intelligence you do like 250, something like that. So it's it's like a 30% increase, something like that. So you're not doing double damage, but you can see the difference. But in the end, it might just take like 2 extra hits to do something, which I mean, if you're gonna kill 1,000 monsters, it can be a big deal because that's just like 10,000 hits or 20,000 hits if you need like extra hits. So in the end, it will take you like 1 or 2 extra hits to kill like more of like the skeletons, which sucks to be honest. There they are. In general, it seems that in this game you just want constitution, and then you want to use like you want your damage that comes from your gemstones here, so that if you be mage, you can just use like mage gear. If you wanna be a tank, you just add more constitution or strength, or if you wanna be a musketeer or a bowman, you just add like dexterity. I can see some builds. I'm gonna talk about that, like going full intelligence because this does a lot of damage, but not enough to one shot someone. Like with someone level 60 with constitution, I don't think you can one shot them. But maybe you can one shot like low level people. Well, I mean, if you have like 10 mages with 100 or 120 intelligence, like you could probably do some serious damage or kill people at level 60. But again, you need like with your mates, like everybody. Let's just shoot the bomb to the same person. Let's just bomb the same person, and boom, they explode. But yeah, look at this. Like this is just painful. Uh, co- no, I'm gonna get hit. Ah, this roll sucks way to this. Like with Thor is not so bad. Now I have like, as you can see, I have 37 intelligence. Now just the sword. I see that. I totally didn't see. So I get core. I get like 3 hits in. Oh, I think it's just kill it like easier, way easier without having to do so much. And as you can see, I have like 0. Oh, that's the theory. The let's test something. I have 66. Yeah, I guess like 30%. No, I guess intelligence doesn't increase the damage. That was like one third. I guess intelligence doesn't increase like the fire damage portion. I did 133 and 66, right? So if I reset, sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but I'm gonna talk about fire stuff. No, oh wait, it does. Wait, 30 hits me. Okay, so I guess this is what they were talking about with my weapons. So as you can see, the fire portion was doing 47 damage, and when I had like full intelligence, it was doing 66 damage. So that was like 19 extra points, so it might not be worth it. Uh, but yeah, so you can still increase the damage. I guess maybe if you can get a higher modifier, like maybe 100% of the damage or 70% of the damage is converted to. No, because you still need strength, right? Because you let me see. I just try it out. Um, oh, I have no money to reset. Nice. Nice, whatever. Constitution roll. So, anyways, this is. I'm talking about the fire stuff here, believe it or not. Let's compare to the board. Where are the skeletons? Okay. I was doing 133 base damage. Now I'm doing 195. I'm doing 67. So, yes, you can see by increasing the strength, I'm increasing the base damage. I'm increasing the fire portion damage as well as because of base damage. I mean the difference like 153 and 95, that's like 62 damage. So it doesn't seem like, I think it's worth it, just putting all those points in on strength, just like, I mean 62 damage, like 30 points in strength, 60 damage per hit. I definitely kill the monster a little bit faster, but like you're just losing so much health, which is important on PvP. Unless you're getting hit like by 5 or 6 people, you're gonna die anyways. So as you can see, like intelligence, I mean, it just doesn't feel like right. Let's just let's use the fire stuff now. Oh, my sucks. Like look how hard it is to kill it. And this is level 23 monster. I'm like level 3, but my gear is like level 20. Run. I mean, attack turn. Okay, I have to reset. So that's one thing. I have to reset. Like this game is turn based. Now I cannot attack. I have to reset or get again. How skill talk? This skill is very underrated. This skill is amazing because the damage. Okay, you can do more damage with smite, with smite from the healing staff, which sucks. But the thing is, this skill is so good. It's unreal, and I had my doubts early on, but like I can. This is something I can do that I cannot do with other skills. Like I can smite. You see, I canceled it. I tried twice because I suck. I was able to cancel. I have a video where I shoot this. Like I just had like 10 monsters, and I was just like. I mean, you can do better with the light room. Let me take my armor off. Hold on, let me take my armor off. Ah, okay. Where's the monster? Like, you see? I can just do this forever. Like, I can have many monsters behind, and I can just do this forever. And I show that. Oops, I show that on a video. Let's catch you. Like, everybody runs the same. Oh, I'm messing. Wow, I'm messing. This is making me look bad right now. But yeah, you can do this. Me, let me reset the tab. Okay, you can do this, and they get that's number two. Even if you cast and miss, if they walk into AoE after you cast, they still hit, which is amazing. You see, I don't have to like hit. I would like they're gonna come closer to me, so I can just use it on myself and roll, and they just die. Get hit. And you can do that with 20 monsters behind you. It's gonna take a while, of course. Using meteor or flamethrower will be faster, but this skill is awesome because like, if people are coming at you, you can miss because you know they just running on a zigzag, like they just running and trying to dodge. But when they're close, like you can just do this and roll, and boom, you hit them, they don't hit you, and you gain some distance. Also, you cannot do that with smite. Let me show you. So that's why this I really like Fire Pillar, and also Fire Pillar gives you infinite mana. That's another thing. Like, I'm spinning roll right now. Look how long it took compared to this. Like I don't even need to wait for the cast. I can just roll. Now I can just roll before counting. I really like this skill. It's really good. Like you can finish people on PvP, I guess, and just gain some mana. But on PvE, this allows you to never run out of mana, and in turn you can just heal forever. This skill is a 1 point wonder. These are might be worth it, I guess. They're very good, but you can they're not necessary. They're not bad, but they're not necessary. A monster is gonna hit me. Oh no, there's another person there. Okay. I have PvP. Oh shit, I have PvP on. I didn't even notice. Well, it's whatever. Anyways, uh, fire staff. So as I was saying, wait, let me reset because I wanna show you this skill. So this is a 1 point wonder. You can get this if you want, and especially like for siege, it would be good because you get extra distance, so you're safer. But for PvE, like it's not necessary. Like you're with your group. Like let's say you have someone, you just get on a rock or on a high place, and you have someone like just running around pulling all the mobs, and you just do this like you hit them, and they just have to run in circles, and they die. The mobs die, not the other player. And after you do that, you see how much money you spend, right? You can just uh, like finish them off with a fire pillar and just get all your mana back. Like you're back to full mana. So that skill is amazing. Now this skill, like I like it, but for sieges or maybe I don't know. Maybe it will work if you're doing a boss fight. The thing is, it takes like 4 seconds for the character to like make a bomb, and then you have to aim. But even if you just click right away, it has a travel time of like 2-3 seconds. Let me show you. So it might do like a lot of burst damage, but it doesn't do a lot of DPS. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. Oh no, 5 seconds actually. Then let's just say I'm just standing, on the top of the fortress. I'm just shooting people who are just below. They cannot hit me, right? Like look at the distance. This distance is insane. They cannot hit me. I cannot use it on a very close range, unfortunately. But yeah, let me see if I can hit this tiger. 2 seconds, right? And look at the damage, 500 damage. Can it kill me? No, it cannot kill me. And now let's see. Like 1, 2, 3, like 3 seconds plus another 4 seconds. Like so, you might be hitting people. On top of that, you have to aim. So you might be hitting people like every 7 seconds or something like that. Like 7 to 12 seconds, maybe. Excuse me, like maybe 7 to 10 seconds, because you have to aim. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have to wait, and then okay, the bomb is ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they change it so that the cooldown, like every time you shoot a bomb, the cooldown resets. So yeah, it might be good, like if you have like 5 or 10 mages hitting the same target, but for DPS, I think it's not that amazing. Cause I can probably just do more DPS, like doing normal attacks, right? Look, 200. It did 500, and the normal attack did 200, so I can just shoot 3 normal attacks and do more DPS. Look. So for the burst, it might be worth it if you have other people doing it with you, I guess. And I really wanted to wait, to test this, but I couldn't. Like, I didn't level it enough. I was lazy leveling it. So yeah, oh, and that's with the talent, like an extra 25% damage. It might be like really cool if you get all these, plus you get this and this. Like you can find some way to lower your health to 25%, and because you're so far away, people cannot hit you, and you can have other people doing the same thing. Like you might be able to just kill people this way, I guess. Like having all this, having this, which is 25% more damage, and this is 10% more damage. So yes. Now, this skill, uh, I don't know. I mean, the damage is great. I'm not gonna lie, but it just seems difficult. It just seems difficult to use. Where are the skeletons? Where are the skeletons? Where are the skeletons? Let me just find a skeleton. I mean, with all the talents, it's not that bad. And you see, I dodged one attack. I might not be able to dodge everything. Sometimes you can get it interrupted. But look, like, I'm spending like all my money and I didn't even kill it. And this is just a lower level monster. So imagine if I was fighting a monster around my level. I wouldn't be able to just get them low enough. Well, of course, these monsters resist magic. So if you're fighting like zombies and pirates and stuff like that, they might just die faster. And of course, I don't have intelligence. So I really wanna reset. Fuck. Oh wait, I can reset again. I thought I had no money. I'm just going back to Constitution. 4,000. Oh yeah. So I kind of like. So yeah, I mean, I like my Constitution. I was gonna get on some intelligence, but whatever. Hmm. So, anyways, it seems okay. If you're soloing, it might be a little bit hard to use because, like, you don't want to use all your mana in just one monster. Like, you wanna pull many. So if you have like someone else pulling for you, you could just like while they pull. Wow, I put it on. While they pull, you can just like, kill them, I guess. And then what you wanna do is, excuse me, what you wanna do is like, no, this can help you. This skill, I'm gonna talk about this skill in a moment. I'm not going to put all the points there. Well, actually, yeah, it doesn't really matter. What you wanna do is like these skills are tied together because combust, like it gives you 20% more damage, and these already do good damage. But you want to stack fire debuffs so that you can get the stun. And stacking the fire debuffs is just very hard with this. I'm gonna show you this skill in a moment. It's just very difficult. But this seems, and with this as well, because people are not, well, monsters are stupid, they will just walk through fire. But people are not stupid. And like this doesn't stack it, this doesn't stack it. I get this stack, you get this, you cannot get this. And I mean, you will be too far away anyways. So this is like the most reliable way. I didn't notice any slow. This seems to be the most reliable way to stack the fire debuff, and then you can just like stun them and finish them with fire pillar. So the combo would be something like, let me heal first. I'm gonna show you how. Okay, you see, like I don't know, it doesn't feel like, look, it takes forever to heal and it doesn't heal as much. So anyways, hold on. Back to the action. Monsters. Like you probably what you wanna do is just get someone to stack them together, and you just do this. And when you stack fire, like fire stacks of the debuff, you do that, and then you finish them. They are stunned. You finish them with fire pillar, and then you get all your mana back. So that seems to be the combo. As you just want, you burn them, then oh wait, actually, then use incinerate and then boom, get mana back. I don't have the passive, so I didn't get mana, but yeah, you saw it earlier. That's the idea. That seems to be the idea. But also, I like the fire dash. So I guess it's just preference. That can help you. Like, wow, doing that combo can help you not be out of mana, or just casting meteor and then doing this. So overall, this can do a lot of damage, but it can get interrupted also on PvP. Like if you're just using it, like people can just get away, and that's it. And then you just wasted the skill. Or if they are very close to you, they can just stun you or hit you, and they can interrupt the skill, and you just didn't do anything. So I think this is a great skill. The problem is just stacking the the debuff. It might be easier on PvE but it feels like way too hard to do it on PvP. And another thing about this skill is like, okay, I get a grid attack, right? Grid attack, but when the skill cooldown is over, you will see like I cannot animation cancel it like I can do it. Well, I kinda can, but not. This is the best. So if I just cancel it right away, if I just roll right away, I cancel the skill, right? I have to wait until I cast it, and then I can still get hit. Like during that time, after I cast it, I can get hit. I don't think the skill is bad, and it kind of knocks people back a little bit. But let's say I start casting the skill, and they cast their grit attack. Like they just gonna go through the knockback and hit me, like maybe with the hammer or just with like leaf strike or something after I finish casting it. So I don't. So I might be on the losing end of the stick, you know, like on the short, getting the short end of the stick. Cause if they just do a grid attack at the same time, I'm gonna get hit. And I think like this style is for a constitution, like a mage with constitution and like heavy armor or medium armor at least. Like playing this with light armor seems like suicidal on PvP because people can just like hit you. Like you're gonna be fighting on very close range, and people gonna hit you. So there might be other ways in the future where we can just stack. Like maybe they change things around. I don't know where we can stack. This can also help you stack the fire debuff. But the problem is like stacking the fire debuff. Like once you stack it, this is great because you can just stun people. Like look, 5 seconds stun. You can just stun people in an AoE for 5 seconds. Then you can just get. They take a lot of damage as well. You can just get behind them and do this. Like boom, boom, boom. That's it. Also another trick on PvP is if you're fighting 1 versus 1, get to high ground. Like if you're trying to climb, they hit you. You will not fall down. Maybe if they stun you, I don't know. But when they try to climb, you just hit them, and they will like you aim down and hit them. It's a free hit. Like there's nothing they can do to avoid it. Like in the climbing, like you hit them in the climbing animation, and they cannot block or dodge or anything. You hit them. You can also stun them on the climbing animation. You can stun them, they fall down, then you come here and just kill them. Like just do this and kill them. That's another trick for PvP which I forgot to mention. Of course, some of them might know about this and they might just, stand back and just try to hit you with their staff or some ranged weapon, which is fine because you can just use that time to heal. Or if you're a mage, for example, instead of just trying to run around and kiting people, using your dashes and stuff like that, which I think they're good, you can just come here, switch to sword, right? They they are like warriors. Oh, look, I'm a warrior. I fight melee range. He's a mage. He's trying to run. Then he's gonna come here. You stun him, and you can just escape, or maybe you can just heal, or just finish them. Like just hit them. So he's give you like 4 seconds, and if they just like go away and use their like they get their staff or their ranged weapon, you can just switch and you can hit them with this skill, or you can hit them with meteor if you have it, and they gonna lose. You can hit them with meteor and then you can heal yourself. They have to come here and get you, and they can't. So this is a good strategy. Of course it's different if you're fighting like multiple people, because one of them can come up and the other one can just hit you from far away. So if you're fighting for multiple people, maybe one is coming from this side, maybe one is coming from this side. But if you're fighting 1 versus 1, try to get the high ground. Always, 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 always. Maybe they are stupid and they will try to climb and follow you, and they will die. Or not stupid, maybe they don't know that mechanic. So, anyways, I guess we cover all the weapons. So again, this seems pretty good. It's just hard to pull it off unless you use this. The thing is, this skill, like I don't. It's personal preference. I saw a lot of people using it. The damage is not bad, but it's just easy to cancel, in my opinion. And you have this for infinite mana. You can AOE with this, and I just really like the dash, so I can just escape. Like I can just double dash. Also, another trick is I forgot to mention it. Like you can just come here, right? If they are full health, you're low on health. You can come here. You you stun them. Wow, I forgot to I forgot to switch the skill. But anyways, you can just no, no. Or you can just come here. Like if you're stun, you can stun them and then heal or just dash away, or you can just come here and while they are trying to climb, you can just use the dash. Remember how I mentioned earlier that if you see someone dashing, just try to chase them. While they are climbing, they cannot chase you because they are on the climbing animation. So you can just get like some distance cover. And even if they jump down, they might not be able to like catch you on time. So you can still get some distance. And then you can switch to the life staff and just dash again and then just use your heals, your potions or healing skills or whatever, and reset the fight. So that's one thing I like about mages. But other than that, like this skill is great. This is great. I like them, but they feel like difficult to use. I don't know. At least on PvP. And this one I kinda like it. But other than that, I wasn't like very thrilled about the fire stuff. I was kind of disappointed. Cause like even normal attacking with this stuff is just pointless. Is that fuck? I don't wanna PvP. Like even attacking, like it's just pointless, right? Let me just go somewhere else. I don't wanna like I'm doing a video. I'm making a video. Like look, that this is like not 5 damage. It doesn't like you don't do this for the damage. You do this to stack the buff, I guess. I mean, it's nice that it comes out a little bit faster, or so the skill says. Like I cannot tell the difference. Comes out a little bit faster, extra range, and it's faster. So that's kind of nice, I guess. But other than that, I don't know. I didn't like it too much. I prefer just using normal attacks with the healing stuff, so I can just get some mana back. Let me reset because there's a guy there. Like I might have to PvP. Uh, I didn't notice any difference using this. So yeah, that's basically those are basically my impressions. Like this weapon is OP. You can kill things with 0 stats. You need some stats to kill people with these abilities. So yeah. Wow, what am I doing? Okay. Uh, so yeah, those are my impressions about the game. To recap, I would recommend it. Like it feels different. It feels fresh. Like the combat is mostly based on auto attacks and just like using skills is just like an additional bonus. Like you don't necessarily want to use them every time they're on cooldown. and the sword is just busted for normal attacks. That's it. Sword is busted. I would recommend to just start in the game with a sword, just in Constitution, and just in a sword and shield. And once you get to level 30, where you can equip 3 weapons, then you can just try to change your build, because like level up some of the weapons, because they level fast at that level. But earlier, like playing as a mage didn't feel so satisfying like it would in other games. Just killing people from range before, I mean monsters from range before they can get to you. Like they will still get close. You have to finish them with the staff, like just hit and roll, or just equip a sword and hit them. But you only have 2 weapons early on. You can only equip 2 weapons. So I would say that mage starts to feel better after level 30, where you can equip 3 weapons, and also where you have like these stuff, like at least level 7, 8, 9. Of course, you can if you're in a party, it's different. You can just get 1, 2, 3, 4 points. That's it. Staff level 5, and you can just contribute to your party. Like you can just use meteor for AoE, and this also does AoE damage, and you have infinite mana and health. So it's not so bad that you have infinite mana and health. But overall, like the fire staff, I was a bit disappointed. Other than the infinite mana, other than that. But for PvP, you still might want some focus for cooldowns and just mana regen. And life staff just broken. You have an incredible dash and just heals, and then you get mana. You just auto attack things and you get mana. And just by having it equipped, you get also mana. So anyways, those are my final impressions of the game. This video is kinda long, like 2 hours. I recommend the game. Remember the leveling tips. Just do your missions, move on to the next spot and do your missions. That's basically it. It's not complicated. It's very simple. And if you have any comments, like if I missed something, or maybe you found some tips or tricks for any of the weapons or leveling stuff, just let me know in the comments below, please. And thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Bye bye.